and gentlemen, welcome to the S.Dot Show. And introducing your host, S.Dot. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the S.Dot Show.
What's going on, guys? Don't hate that the intro is sick. Don't lie, Chia. You gotta admit that's pretty sick, right?
It's too sick.
Oh yeah,
guys, welcome, welcome to the family, Chia.
Yes,
right on. Welcome, Chia. Welcome.
Welcome back again, the good cousin, Sonny Stax.
yes, brother.
If anybody ticks me off, this is the noise they're gonna get. What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
What's going on with you guys? Anything exciting?
Honestly,
today?
you know what I did today? You know what I did today again, Sonny? I watched the presidential debate back.
Did you?
Guy, I couldn't believe it.
I watched a couple more minutes of it too.
I couldn't believe it.
Two donkeys.
Hey, honestly, man, if that's an example of two men that two of the most powerful men in the world, I don't know, man. That really kind of embarrassing.
That's like the best they got to offer.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's
They're supposed to be the most powerful country in the world.
Who do you think looked better?
Honestly, I thought Biden was gonna bomb, but I think he did great. I think he did good.
You know what impressed me, bro? These guys are both like 80 years old, and they stood there for like an hour and a half and didn't have to use the washroom.
Oh, I know, eh? I know. You think one of their prostates would have filled up? You know, one of them had to go pee or something, right?
I went 2 times, at least 2 times within an hour.
God. That's insanity. I know it was. I bet you they went right after it was done, though.
Trump was letting it rip, though, bro. Trump was letting it rip on Biden. How he bring up his son, bro. That's a low blow, man.
Absolutely,
yeah. That was hard.
He did. But listen, Biden wasn't taking it. He kept on telling him, "Why don't you shut your mouth, man?"
Yeah, shut up, you clown.
Shut up and shut your mouth, you clown. And
bro, when he called him clown, I was like, "What the hell is this? An episode of a Raw guy?"
Yeah, man. Yeah. He was not taking. His people told him, "Don't take anything from him." Yeah. You know what? He acts like an ass. You know what? You give it as well as he does, man. So you go for it.
Who you going for, Chia? Who do you really want to win? And don't lie.
I want Biden to win, but Trump's going to take it.
Yeah, I think it's the inevitable, man. Donald Trump is just. I think he just has more fans.
I think it is too. I think right now in the polls, Biden is leading. If it were held today, Biden would win, apparently. But the more time that Trump has, he's gaining on him, right? Just like same as last time with Hillary, right? Trump was down like a ridiculous amount. He was down like 18 points with a month to go, but still, even with a couple days to go, Trump was still down. Well, by 11 points, wasn't he? Like 10 points?
Bro, I'm surprised. You know what? I'm surprised Hillary didn't run again this term.
Yeah, I know.
She came close to winning, man. She came really close.
It's not cheap to run, man. It is not cheap to run for president.
Come on, bro. We're talking about Hillary Clinton here. Do you really want to get into Hillary Clinton, bro, and what she's allegedly a part of?
She can't run right now, though. She can't run after getting caught with that child smuggling ring.
Exactly. Thank you. Yes. At least I didn't say it. You've heard about all this stuff, right, Ab? These allegations.
Yep. What the Pizzagate?
Hillary, yeah.
Pizzagate,
yeah. Hillary and Epstein and Maxwell. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man. Oh, Epstein. Yeah, and that's sick, bro. That is disgusting. Man, you know what? You know what's funny is the mainstream media, which I don't believe at all.
I don't trust any of them.
Not one single word do I believe of CNN, Fox, NBC, or CBS. None of them. The only one that I listen to a little bit is RT, Russian television. It's the only one I listen to a little bit.
How do you get that channel?
It's excuse me, on Android box or Roku.
Yeah.
Or you can stream it off the internet on what's it called? Ruptly.tv. I think it's RUPTLY.tv.
You know what? I think I got the greatest outlet, bro. YouTube. Nothing's better than YouTube, bro. Just
You know what?
raw. It's just raw, authentic person being straight up, telling you what's on their mind. You know, half the time nobody's beating around the bush and lying. They're being honest. They're giving you honest feedback.
YouTube is changing.
It is. They're censoring more and more people.
Changing.
They're censoring more and more people. Like, I hate to bring this guy up, but you guys know who Alex Jones is, right?
Of course.
Bro, why? Like, that just doesn't seem fair. They take him completely off of YouTube, completely off Facebook. Like, is that even legal, what they did?
Yeah,
what was his story?
Him.
You know who Alex Jones is, Chia, or no?
No, I don't.
He's this white guy. He has... Here, man. You must know who... you must know who he is.
This is a smoking or a non-smoking show?
Yeah, you can smoke if you want. Why not, man?
All right.
I'm surprised you don't know who he is. You don't know who David Icke is? Chia?
They took him off of Facebook. They took him off of Instagram. Take him off yet?
This guy right here. Look, Chia, are you looking at the screen?
Yeah.
You don't know
Play
who this guy
something for
is?
Play something for him. Let him see him. Yeah.
The globalists are pulling out every stop they can to plunge the world into war.
Alex Jones is probably American.
You don't know who that guy is, Chia?
No, I never heard seen him.
Okay, well, he is... I don't want to even label him like this, but...
He's a pioneer.
He's into a lot of... I don't want to call him conspiracies, man, because you know what?
He's a pioneer
90%
in the truth movement.
90% of what comes out of this guy's mouth, even probably more than that, is all true, bro. Everything I've researched, every time I've watched him say something, and I look it up, there's truth behind it. Yeah, he might over-exaggerate some stuff. Yeah, he might whatever. But most of the stuff he talks about is true.
People like to call him. They call everybody that they think is crazy a conspiracy theorist. Yeah. Right.
Exactly.
If you're a conspiracy theorist, you're crazy, right? That's the general. That's the way of doing things, right? But this guy's gotten so big. He's got such a big audience now.
Millions
that
of people.
They are starting to censor him.
They took him off Facebook.
Because the truth don't make money.
Yeah, that's right.
But you know what it is, Chia? This guy exposes a lot of people. Like, he's been exposing people like Hillary Clinton for years.
He exposed Bilderberg.
Tons of stuff that's came out of this
Bilderberg group. Yeah.
You look at
that's crazy.
Chia. You know who Joe Rogan is, obviously.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, you gotta watch the Joe Rogan and Alex Jones episode that they did on Joe's show, bro. This guy it's crazy. The stuff that comes out of his mouth
for sure.
But most of it's the truth. I don't find half the stuff I look up, like I said, man, it all turns out to be real. Everything. He's really against this vaccine and what's been going on with the coronavirus and stuff. His website's Infowars. The hell was it?
Yeah.
His website's Infowars. Check it out one day.
Yeah, I don't think I would be taking that vaccine either, though.
Bro, the things I've been hearing about it,
Check
what
it
they're
out,
going to put in it.
Check it out, seriously.
You know who Charlemagne the God is, right?
Well, what do you like?
No, I haven't heard her either.
Charlemagne, you know the Breakfast Club, hip hop. It's a hip hop show. DJ
Okay,
MV, Angela Yee, Charlemagne.
Yeah.
Charlemagne said, like, playing out on. He said it live, man. These guys are literally trying to chip you with the vaccine. Literally.
Yeah.
The mark of the beast, man.
That's what. Yeah. That's what. Oh my God. Bill Gates wanted to do from the get-go.
And then you learn about Bill Gates' history, his family's history, his parents, the whole stuff with the eugenics. Like, bro, this stuff is like, it's scary, but it's true. What these guys are actually planning to do to people, it's not right, man. It's not right. You know what? You know what? The best saying I heard somebody said about Bill Gates. He goes, "This guy couldn't keep viruses out of Microsoft. He's gonna keep viruses out of us." Right?
For sure.
Sonny, man, you know a lot about this stuff. I know you do.
That's funny.
Sonny.
You guys, did you hear Trump has the COVID now?
Yeah. Do you think that's hoax or?
Yeah, I think that's a hoax.
Hey, Sonny, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Sonny, we can't. You gotta get closer to the mic, bro.
Yeah, what did you guys say about COVID just now?
Trump announced that he has the COVID.
Oh
this
yeah,
morning.
yeah,
Him
yeah,
and
yeah.
his
They announced it
first
last
lady.
night. Yeah, him and his wife.
Yeah.
You think it's
And
hoax
this-
or what? A lot of people think it's a hoax, man. Just a way for him to
don't
get
know.
out of trying to do other debates, and
I don't know, man. Maybe,
they won't bash
he's
him in the
looking-
media,
he's looking
right?
For the maybe he's looking for the sympathy vote, right?
Oh, for sure.
The sympathy vote.
Who
You know, maybe
knows?
that's what he's trying to. Maybe that's what he's trying to get. The sympathy vote. Will he? Is that? You know, he's
I wouldn't put it
he's
past him.
worried. I know he's worried, man. He's worried about the vote. You know. So I mean, he's gotta conjure up a lot of support.
He probably
What do you
caught it.
guys think?
He probably caught it at one of his rallies.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him.
And you
You
know
don't
this,
want to wear a mask. You don't want to. You don't want to.
Exactly.
You know,
if he
it's
survives
sad,
it,
man. It's sad. The number one, the biggest economic powerhouse in the world also has the number one amount of deaths due to COVID. Like, come on, man. How does that happen?
yeah.
Only happens because your leaders didn't do their jobs. Your leaders
Exactly.
didn't shut down, didn't take care of their people. That's how you judge a civilization, how they take care of their most vulnerable people.
Yeah, straight up. What do you think, Chia? Do you think in this 4 years that Trump's had, do you think he did good, bad? What do you think?
I mean, he did good for the unemployment. You know what I mean? This
He did good for
at
the
its
rich people.
highest.
He did good for the rich people.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I'm not a Trump fan myself, to be honest with you. He shouldn't have. I don't even think they should have even thought about putting him in place. But
It's crazy when you
Yeah,
think
well,
about it, man.
right?
You know what?
Like-
I mean, the reason he got in because he was an entertainer. You know,
Exactly.
He could entertain his way into the
The
office.
power of the
right?
media, bro. The power of the
It is,
media. They build you
absolutely,
up, then they
absolutely.
tear you down.
Absolutely, absolutely. But you know what?
You know,
In
at
the
first I thought he was just a pure donkey, but you know what I mean? Like he's been, you know, getting a little bit on my good side of his.
So
he's you know, listen, I liked him before he became president.
Mhm.
I did like
Yeah,
him.
that's what a lot of
I liked
people
him.
say. A lot of people say.
I
Yeah,
liked him
yeah.
before he became president. I just don't know how a billionaire appeals to all the trailer park trash in the U.S.
I know.
How does that happen? How does a billionaire get elected by trailer park trash?
Yeah,
You make promises. You make promises.
Huh?
that's
You
it.
tell them what they
How
want
does
to
that
hear.
happen? Like, I don't understand it. I do not understand how a billionaire gets elected
So I mentioned this
by
to you
the
earlier.
lowest income people.
I mentioned this to you earlier, Sonny, but I think you said you didn't know much about it, how the Simpsons predicted this whole Trump stuff. Chia, you know
I
that.
did.
You've
I've seen
seen it,
some
right?
of it. I've seen some of it.
Yeah,
I've
but,
seen
yo,
it.
it is freaky, man. When
It
you
is
when
freaky.
you look at it, like it's
Yeah,
mind-boggling,
Yeah, the
to be honest. I
similarities
think he's a
and-
time traveler, bro.
yeah.
How does it
yeah.
end? How does it end? The episode. Everything they predicted has came true so far, except one thing, the
Yeah.
last thing. And that's him dying. Now we got
Yeah.
coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
So-
God, eh? Seriously, I know. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that afterwards, man. I want
No,
to bring. I
you
want to
should,
bring that
man,
clip up.
because when I first watched it, I was like, no way. I thought this was all made after.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been. You know
It's
what I mean? This is
crazy.
like-
That's another topic we could. Guy, cartoons and the stuff they predict is just.
yeah.
It's unreal.
Yeah, the especially the Simpsons. The Simpsons has been absolutely insane. Like I've watched these things for years on the Simpsons and the correlations between their predictions, and they've been on for how long? Have they been on for? 25 years?
Yeah.
20
plus,
years?
Plus.
Something like that?
25 plus.
I think it's 29 years or something like that.
That's insane, man. That is absolutely insane. So, like, I mean, pull that up a little later and watch that if you can. That thing on the Simpsons, man, it is insane. Yeah,
That's-
they got him. They got they got things about the towers. They got things
Yeah.
about
Trump walking down the escalator was the best.
Yeah,
Especially
and
with the
Right,
little
They predicted
with
it,
the,
and the handshake
with-
or the hand wave.
the handshake and the what do you call that? The poster that the kid was holding.
Yeah,
in-
yeah,
in
yeah. I
front
know
of
it's
the
the
mirror.
kid standing there. Yes,
It
yes.
falls- it falls to the right. It's the exact same way when it actually happened.
Well, let's hope
craziness.
Donald Trump pulls through, man, and recovers from the coronavirus.
Yeah. Why can't I make that tiger sound?
That was lightning. That was lightning.
I know.
Another thing.
That's
Let's get into the juicy stuff, guys. Okay. This whole corona, man, the COVID, where it came from, how they said it started. Who let it out? Was it let out accidentally? Was it let out on purpose? Is there an agenda behind this?
There always is.
Of course. There's got to be something bigger behind this.
So let's start with the official story. Okay, so they said this thing originated in China, out of the wet market, or did they say it was in a lab? It was in a lab. They were testing something. They were mutating the SARS virus, and then it got out.
A professor from the States was hired to come up with something, and apparently they made a mistake, and it just got out of hand. And there's all different types of conspiracies towards this.
I hate to say it, bro, but I think it was let out. I think it was let out on purpose. I truly do, bro.
As a test, or who knows?
I think of it as like a warning shot. I think of it as a warning shot. I look at it like this. Picture a gun. Picture a clip to a gun with 14 bullets. The coronavirus is basically the first bullet. There's still more shots. I think this is basically like a jab in a fight, a warning shot, to Trump, to whoever, or it could go beyond that, man. But I do believe in the population control theories, people trying to run the world.
Who are the world's greatest prophets? The Mayans,
the hell's that?
Nostradamus, Edgar Key.
That's just me.
You know what I mean?
I'm just watching the.
So I honestly believe that this virus was manufactured. I don't believe anything about it was an accident. I believe they manufactured it and they let it out on purpose to do nothing else but harm.
Who let it out on purpose?
I think the Chinese. I think that, man.
You do, eh?
The way these guys
I think they're in on it together, to be honest with you.
You never know. You never know.
Put up these 5G towers, and
I wouldn't put it past the American government, man. The stuff. What were we talking about yesterday or the day before, Sonny? Remember Operation Northwoods? Bro, these guys, the American government, Chia, devised a plan. They were going to attack their own people, sacrifice their own soldiers, own blood, just so they could make a reason to enter Cuba, so they could blame the Cuban government and enter. I don't put it past them, man. The idea
was to do a terrorist act on their soil, on the American soil. Whether it be blow up a large, monument or a building, and kill their own people. Have some, and then rally the citizens against a particular country, which at the time was Cuba and Castro. And it was the exact same plan that went down on 9/11.
That's another thing we can get into too. 9/11. Gee, I know you could go for days,
diabolical, evil thing.
Oh, and
9/11 is just too fishy. It's just too fishy, man.
fishy.
$2.3 trillion. $2.3 trillion gets announced on September 10th that it's missing. It's mysteriously missing. Not a couple 100,000, not a couple million, not billion. $2.3 trillion goes missing, and then the next day, all of a sudden, planes hit the towers. The Pentagon gets hit in the exact spot where the records are kept. Everything's gone. All records that were held in the Trade Center vanished, evaporated. There was molten lava from the jet fuel. And then all of a sudden they found one of the hijackers' passports in the dirt with his picture perfectly on it. That was fine though.
Block and a half away from the Twin Towers.
And then let's talk about the other tower. There was 3 buildings that went down on September 11th. The 2 towers and the one that was 2 blocks away around the corner that just mysteriously collapsed.
More than 3 went down.
Oh yeah.
At free fall speed.
So the 2 tall towers went down because of the impact of the airplanes and stuff like that. And then number 7 went down later.
There's no way those planes are what took the buildings down. You want to know why? Let me talk for 1 second, okay? Briefly, just to explain to you guys. away. Those towers, you want to know how they were constructed, bro? Let me just say it real quick for you guys. You know a window, a door, a window, the screen? You know the screen that lets air in?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
picture
Yeah.
those screens wrapped around the trade centers. If I poke a pencil, if you go up to your door, the screen on your door, and you poke a pencil through it, does the whole screen fall? No. It only puts a hole in it, and everything else stays intact, right? That's how those buildings were made. They were
Yeah.
they were made to withstand multiple, like they
Yeah.
could take multiple hits and they should still be standing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
What
Bro,
what was it?
It's
Pyrite?
those airplanes are aluminum.
I know.
Yeah, what was it? Pyrite? They wouldn't have, what's that substance called? That stuff that's that,
no,
that
it's
burns steel? Is it pyrite?
magnesium.
Pyrite.
Magnesium.
That's it. It was some type of mixture. That's the only thing that could burn hot enough to weaken
Melt the steel beams.
to melt the steel beams.
You can clearly
And-
see.
That has to be done. The only people that use that is demolition companies.
People were
Demolition,
reporting.
exactly. And
Jet fuel
how do you
doesn't
think-
burn
I think
hot enough.
The buildings imploded. They didn't explode. They imploded. They fell.
Oh yeah, they fell right in their footprint, man.
People were reporting
they
fishy
dropped
maintenance
perfect.
throughout the entire week leading up to 9/11. They
Yeah.
said stuff was going on day and night. People coming in
Yeah.
and out of those
They
buildings.
the day before or the day of, they were doing a test. The day of, they shut down, or the night prior to, they were testing the alarm system. So they shut down all the alarm and the video surveillance system. They shut it
what
all
a
down.
coincidence! What a
Yeah.
And,
coincidence!
they were doing some testing, and
They
they
shut
still
23
weren't
floors
done.
down.
What did you
Mhm.
say? What did you
Yeah,
say,
It's
Chia?
insane.
They shut 23 floors down
Yeah.
The day before.
the day before. The day of, 2 weeks prior to that, they said that they
Mhm.
were doing construction and painting.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, the painting that they were doing, they were painting that plasma stuff on, so that when it
Mhm.
lights up, it burns right through the steel beams.
You can
Yeah.
see, bro, with the footage, with the little footage that we do have. I've seen it
Yeah.
in over 5 or 6
Oh, yeah,
different
you can
footage.
see it.
You can see bombs going off on every level, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The windows
Oh,
blowing
oh,
out.
you-
The footage you play that, you slow down that footage, you can see the poof, all this, like every time something explodes on the corners of the buildings, you can see, you can follow it in slow motion. You can see it going poof, each bomb, poof, each floor, poof,
I've-
one after the other. Boom,
I've heard
boom.
the way
Boom.
those planes dove, the way they turned and dove and went down and turned. I've heard this from experts' mouths. They said rarely, like no 1 in a million pilots could do what that plane did. They all believe it was computerized. It was all controlled by computer. All of
Yeah,
it.
that's-
Even some people think the
that's-
planes weren't even real, bro, that they were holograms. That they were missiles
Yeah.
with holograms, making it look like a
I
plane.
heard that. I heard that too. Because
That's
there was
crazy.
no airplane. Do you guys know that in the one that went down in Pennsylvania in the field,
Yeah.
there wasn't a single body or airplane, piece of airplane or a piece of luggage. Nowhere. There's no crash debris except for a little divot in the ground and a pile of dirt.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
Yeah. There was nothing. No bodies. No nothing. No piece of luggage.
Even
no,
the one that hit the Pentagon,
Yeah.
like that one,
Yeah.
one you could see in the footage. It looks like a missile. Way too
Yeah,
fast.
you
for an
can't see a
airplane.
plane
like,
at all.
It was.
It
was
freezes
what,
frame
like,
by frame.
It was what 20
Yeah.
feet wide, 15 feet wide. The opening, the 20 feet wide, the opening,
And
50
it
feet
hit the
wide.
exact spot where the records were kept. Don't forget.
Yeah.
For the $2.3 trillion, right?
Yeah.
And how
Yeah.
come they
What-
haven't released other footage that was around the Pentagon that would have showed clearly a plane hit the Pentagon? Why not? What's so top secret about
exactly.
that?
Yeah, there's very little footage of anything. There's very little footage of it. There's very little footage of anything
Man, it's a.
happening, man. It's sad. It's sad, but you know what?
You want to
man?
know something else too? What else is sad? Believe this. Believe the words coming out of my mouth. When 9/11 went down, all of airspace, all the airplanes were ordered to come down, to park.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Except
Yeah.
No one was allowed to leave except one
Except-
airplane.
one airplane.
Who was
had
that airplane?
49 members.
Who was that family?
49 members of the Saudi Arabian family, the Bin Laden family.
Yeah.
49 members of the Saudi royal family, the Bin Ladens. That's the only airplane that was allowed to leave the U.S.
Come on, man.
at that time.
Yep.
Their official story
crazy.
is pathetic, bro. You know why
Oh,
they
yeah.
said the third building collapsed when it fell at free fall speed? You know why it collapsed and not another building around it collapsed, but it collapsed, they said from the debris. People
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
why wasn't it investigated for bombs? They go,
Yeah.
there wasn't enough evidence. What do you mean there wasn't enough evidence? The day after 9/11, thousands of people were saying they heard bombs go off in the building. That's not enough evidence for you?
Yeah.
Crazy.
When the whole
Oh,
complex was taken down, the whole
Yeah.
World Trade Center complex was taken down,
And
which
look
is
what
7
happened.
buildings altogether.
And look what happened since 9/11. Look what the world has come to. Some will say it's a safer place, but you know what, man? With this terror,
Not even
they
close.
produced an eternal war. Because terror is
Yeah.
it's no real enemy, so you can produce an
Yeah.
eternal war,
Yeah.
and you keep
Yeah.
repeating things over and over and over again
Yeah.
through the media.
Yeah.
War, showing them war-torn places, bad
If you
images.
repeat things
They believe
enough,
it.
people start to believe it, man.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Exactly.
People will believe it. You keep repeating the same thing over and over again, people will repeat it. People will believe it.
Oh,
And
for
that's
sure.
the way it went. And you know what? Unfortunately, my friends, the 2 groups of people that were responsible for that are really the 2 most powerful groups of people on the planet, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Exactly. That's what I.
That's 2 countries. The 2 countries that a lot of people think are responsible for that. And then I don't mean Saudi Arabia and Pakistan or Arabs or Muslims. I mean Israel and the U.S.
I think it's even further. I think it's even further than countries. I think
Yeah.
it's to do with the top world leaders, like
Yeah,
you know,
the New World Order, man.
the world order, and
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
slowly but surely, bro, cash is starting to disappear. Slowly but surely, technology is starting to take over every aspect of our life, bro.
Yeah.
Everything.
Why do you
Well,
think
here's
Jeff
the
Bezos
thing.
is the richest person in the world, man?
Sorry?
Why do you think Jeff Bezos is the richest person in the world?
Mhm.
This guy's taking technology to a different level.
Yeah, yeah. Jeff
AI.
Bezos and Elon Musk, all these guys that are into the tech, the
That guy,
tech
man,
world.
that guy, you mentioned him, Elon Musk. Man, he's one smart. Man, this guy is on a whole nother level, bro. Is this guy even human?
He's what do you call it? What's his name? He's the human equivalent to what's his name in Marvel? Iron Man.
He's
Yeah.
brilliant, bro. He's brilliant. You know who Elon Musk is, right,
He's
Chia?
a billionaire. He's a billionaire entrepreneur, man. Who
Runs Tesla.
Who runs
Tesla.
Tesla and likes to build
SpaceX.
robots.
You know what?
SpaceX,
I was
never
reading.
mind.
Yep.
I was reading something the other day. He said he's very depressed because he thinks he's gonna die before they ever send human to Mars. He said he
Yeah.
wants to die on Mars. He said he wants to be the first human to die on Mars.
That's crazy.
That's another thing, man. Elon Musk, this whole stuff with Mars, they want to send people there. Did you guys see the recent launch? How they sent people to the International Space Station with the SpaceX rockets,
Yeah.
and then the rockets came back and landed?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Isn't that
incredible.
amazing?
That's incredible, man.
That was awesome, eh?
That was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. He was talking about that the other day. Actually, he thought
They
he
wanna-
goes in the beginning. People thought that was us running video backwards.
Yeah.
So they launched
He said
people
it
there.
himself. He goes, people were thinking that was us running video backwards, but yeah.
So they
yeah.
launched people there in SpaceX, and they even had people return
But
with
just think-
SpaceX.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But you know what? Think about this. Even if we have done it, that's like I mean I think it's gonna be a long time, man, before we get anywhere near Mars. Not in our lifetimes.
I don't. I truly believe before, like, I think 2040 tops, they'll be there. They're guaranteed to be there. Listen, they can already figure out a way to get there. It's just how are they going to get the people back, because it takes so much fuel and time to get there that there's no way they can do a round trip. But listen, this is what they
They
want
gotta
to
have
do.
the capabilities of doing it there.
This is what
Building
they
it in
listen.
space.
Listen. This is what they want to do. Okay,
They can send. They can send.
they
different-
know on Mars. In the air, it produces nitrogen or whatever, so they can make gas there. So what they want to do is send 2 ships there, or whatever you want to call them, 2 shuttles.
Yeah.
They want to leave them on Mars for, I think it's 5 years or 2 years. It's going to collect from the oxygen from the atmosphere, and it's going to produce its own gas. And then only when they test it and know it's full and it will be able to bring people back to Earth, that's when they'll send people there. So they'll go there in 1 ship, and then they'll come back on 2 ships that have already been there for 2 years making gas to bring them back.
Yeah.
That is
Who
incredible.
knows, brother? Who knows? Who knows? Seriously, who knows?
That is
I
incredible.
hope they do. I hope they do, man. I hope it's not a hoax. I hope space travel is real. I really do.
I believe it, man. I believe they already have rovers there, bro. You've heard of the rover Curiosity, right?
Yeah.
That stuff's
I don't know. I personally haven't been there myself.
Well, come on.
You know
Obviously.
what I mean? Not many people have.
What
but
the hell?
I mean, Mars. No, listen, Mars. Listen, I can make a.
You went there back in the day?
I know I can make a place down the street look like Mars if you guys want me to. I can make it look like Mars. Put some filters on my camera and make it look red and stuff. I can make it look like Mars. If
So
you guys want.
believe that you're one of the guys that believes they haven't went to the moon or anything, right?
I don't know. I don't know. One way or another, I really don't know.
No, I like getting
really
into this.
don't.
I like getting into this. Okay, well, I was like, so you don't think they've been to the moon?
Well, let me ask you something. How come we've only been 350 miles above the Earth since then? How come we've only taken people there to the ISS? How come?
Well, I think simply it comes
Since
down.
1960, since 1969.
As
Why?
stupid
Why?
as this sounds, I honestly think it's over money. Something has to fund this, bro, and a lot of people don't care.
Oh,
A lot of people don't care.
They got tons of funding. I think they have tons of funding.
They
I
do,
just
bro,
don't
but
think
they
they've
got to
ever been to the
justify
moon either,
spending
to
it
be
and
honest.
why they're spending it. They can't just say, okay, we're just going to print off the money we need. It doesn't work like that.
No. I don't think they've been to the moon either.
No, I think they've been there 100%. I've seen, man.
You know what?
I've watched. Go
Have
on.
you watched the movie about the moon hoax?
No.
You haven't watched it?
No, but I've heard all the
It's,
theories, bro. I've read all about it, how they think it's
Yeah,
fake.
but I want you
and
to watch the movie. Watch the movie.
It was made in Hollywood.
About how Stanley Kubrick. No, but they finally admitted that Stanley Kubrick did make videos of them going to the moon and launching. You know why? They say they made videos.
Why?
They got Stanley Kubrick to make videos just in case that something happened with the real launches. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so maybe they
And
did.
they could
Maybe
they
it
could
was
pause
made as a
for
backup.
couple seconds.
But
and
bro,
then-
you can't tell me they haven't been to the moon, bro.
absolutely.
Look at.
But why did they deny making them for years?
I don't know.
They denied making them for years and years until just recently.
I don't know, bro. Just from what I've seen, bro, like you can watch the launch. You can watch the launch. You can watch it leave orbit, bro.
No, you can watch it leave. You in orbit. It does not listen.
Yeah, but
you
people would
follow
see
that
it if it comes
trajectory.
back down, bro. People would
Follow
see it
the-
if it just
no,
goes
you
up there and
wouldn't.
comes back
No,
down.
you would not see the trajectory. You would not see it come back down. You would see it going up. You would not see it coming back down. It'd be too far.
I believe they've been to the moon. I believe it. I've heard all the stuff about it
I
being
hope
fake.
so.
La, la, la. And another thing I heard, you guys ready for it to get spooky? You know Neil Armstrong, the guy who walked on the moon.
Yeah.
So he was at a cocktail party, and he was with a girl, okay? And he was chatting with this girl. And he was chatting with one of his other friends that were there. So the girl was there making them drinks. And she overheard Neil Armstrong talking with his buddy. He was asking him questions about the moon landing and how it was up there and everything like that. Neil said, he goes, when we were up there, he goes, there was another frequency. He goes that we were told we were told to switch to. He goes, so we were connected with headquarters. He goes, then there was another frequency we could switch to. He goes, if we seen anything, you know what I mean, right?
They did. They said
And he
said
says,
watching.
and he told this guy, and she overheard. He goes, when we were up there, he goes, we
Somebody was
seen
watching.
several, and he used this word, menacing ships up there.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. He said he's seen several menacing ships. They took pictures as quick as they could, did whatever, hopped away, and got the hell out of there.
No way.
Yeah. Now, if that is true,
You don't know.
Wow.
That's the thing. They throw. No, you know what? The government has learned to throw so much information at us that we don't know what.
Yeah,
to
but this is
believe.
the thing, though, bro. You know, you're smart enough to know that the government. Holy shit. See, you're smart enough to know that the government, they're the ones, the CIA, they're the ones who invented this word conspiracy, bro.
I know.
There has been times the CIA have actually had groups, you know, and they would tell people your sole job is to discredit this guy, make up stuff. See, that's the thing with conspiracy theorists. I know 90% of the people that talk about UFOs and all this stuff, half of them are full of crap. Half of them have mental problems. Half of them aren't okay. But then there are those 5% that tell the truth, and you don't know who to believe, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And I
So
think,
true.
and they do this for a reason. Like, the government's smart, bro. They know that there's truth, but then they'll sprinkle in a little garbage with it, and then it'll throw everybody off.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Right now, you got me and Cheetah. We're on
Chia, man.
on
Chia.
Skype.
Cheetah.
Oh, sorry, no, Chia.
Yes, brother.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, brother.
No worries.
Yeah, what's up? Do I have you guys what?
You got us on Skype?
Yeah.
Skype, are we both Skyping right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right.
He's thinking about talking about the mood. He's worried about Skype. What the?
No, man, just because it's cutting off. It's cutting off a little bit right here.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's all right. But yeah, you want to get close to the mic, cuz. But yeah, well, where were we, man? This guy threw me off.
The UFOs and people, how you don't know.
Yeah,
who's
so like
telling
some
the-
people tell the truth, some people don't. You know, and a lot of people lie. I know. We all know there's liars. People bull crap all the time.
But it's very easy to keep a secret. You know why? Because they compartmentalize. It's like being at a job, right?
Right.
You got your advertising department.
Yeah.
You got your marketing department.
Mm-hmm.
You have your collections department.
Yeah.
And the only ones that need to know are the supervisors.
Right.
And the supervisors know what's going on in their department, and they might know. And everybody's on a need-to-know basis, right? You know what I'm saying? That's how they can keep secrets.
Right.
That's how they can that's how they can prevent people from knowing whether it's real or not. Have you ever watched the movie? What is it? It's called Saturn V.
No, I haven't.
Watch it.
What's
it's
it about?
It's a movie about how they faked a trip to Mars. It's called Saturn V. Watch it.
What do you mean?
I just watched the show Away on Netflix, and it's about that Elon. It's something to do with like same thing what Elon Musk is trying to go to Mars. That show is wicked, bro. There's one season.
Oh yeah, I watched
came
the
out.
first half of the first. Is it a TV show or is it a movie? I watched the half.
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
a TV show. TV
It's
show.
a
It's
show.
called
Okay, I
Away.
watched the first half of the first episode.
Yeah,
It looks
it's
good.
fucking
It's
awesome.
with that girl, Hillary Swank, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a good. It's dope. You should watch that one.
It's on Netflix. Yeah, check it out. Check it out too.
Because that's like, if you're thinking of different ways that they could get to Mars and stuff like that, like they come up with some crazy ways in that show, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
which I think we could bring to light.
Well, you know what,
I mean?
bro? I honestly believe that we are going to be a multi-planet species sooner than later, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it, man.
Yeah.
I believe it. You don't think it's possible, do you, Sonny?
Me, I think there are other civilizations out there, to be honest with you. I just don't think we're supposed to see each other.
Bro.
I don't think it's possible for us to see each other one way or another. I don't know. Maybe we are. I really don't know one way or the other. But
Hold on a
I
sec,
believe
hold on a
there
sec. So
is.
you're talking about...
I don't know if they can get here or we can get to them. Not through conventional space travel.
No, not through a propulsion system. Well, at least not that we know of.
We have to find a way.
Okay, perfect. So now...
Multi-dimensional beings. Maybe there's multi-dimensional, interdimensional beings that we're gonna meet one day. I don't know, but I do not think we're gonna see anybody in our solar system.
Okay, so hold on a sec. Hold on a sec.
This are too much.
So this is a perfect segue now. Bob Lazard. We said we were gonna get into this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Bob Lazard. Chia, do you know who Bob Lazard is?
No.
Oh my God, she has left in the dark. Okay, Bob Lazar. Do you want to
Yeah,
explain
you
it,
got to
Sonny?
get on Netflix tonight and watch Bob Lazar.
Okay, so Bob Lazar, to make a long
Okay.
story short, okay, worked at Area 51. I worked at an area,
Ah.
it's called S4. He worked there, okay? This guy said straight up, he goes, listen, he goes, they have several
In the
different
90s,
crafts.
he came out, first of all.
In the 90s, right, listen. So he worked there for a little bit, and then I don't know what happened. They were testing it out. They didn't know how it worked. They knew some things about it, but they didn't know much about it. Like one thing he mentioned, he said one of these ships, he goes, there was no wires or no buttons. He goes, he didn't know how it worked, right? Anyways, point is,
Yeah.
he worked there for a little bit, and then he said one day he bring his friends. He told his friends because he was all hype and excited, and he wasn't supposed to tell nobody nothing. He bring his friends there one night, and they were watching on one of the testing days. I think every Wednesday at like 8 o'clock, they would take it out for a test ride. He bring his friends. They were watching it. Everyone was like, oh my God. They caught him. They fired him. They erased all his history, what schools he went to. They denied that he ever worked there.
No way.
Yeah, tons of stuff. Tons of stuff. So this brings me to the ships. Sonny, do you believe Bob Lazard's story?
Oh, absolutely. I think Bob Lazar is totally telling the truth.
Okay.
Totally.
And then
Everything he said is true.
So Bob Lazard
proved them wrong.
So Bob Lazard described these crafts, right, Chia, for years, and people would call him crazy. People would say you're lying, la la la. Did you see what was released recently by the American government a few months ago? The footage of the so-called UFO they had?
Yeah, the Navy when they were out doing their
Chia,
their
you didn't
training
see this
exercises.
footage on Facebook?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, the Pentagon released footage of UFOs. They've had this footage for around 7 or 8 years, and they finally released it
This happened
officially.
in 2004. First,
Yes.
The first time it happened was 2004.
The footage leaked in 2007, but they never said it was official. So now, recently, this year, they came out officially and released the footage and said, those are UFOs. We don't know what the hell they are. And what you see in the footage, Chia, is exactly what Bob Lazard was describing.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It was this little sphere. It was this little circle thing. And this is how it moves. So basically, picture a plane, or not a plane. Picture like a car. It would point its belly towards something, and then it just goes.
Yeah. Goes forward. So it's like that movie. Fuck. I can't think of the name. The spaceship.
It's
is
called space and time dilation. What it is how it points its belly, right? And around its belly, it creates a pocket of air that it travels through.
Bro,
So
they don't know
that
how
way-
it works. They don't know how it works.
Look, this is what he's saying. He's saying this is what they propose
but
it
I'm
is, right?
Yeah.
This is what he
I'm
proposed.
saying that,
Go ahead. Sorry.
that
bud.
they've already. I think they came out with this a little while longer. When you're saying that it was, it's like they came out with it just now and saying that it's for sure. You know how you said it leaked in 2004 or whatever, in 2007.
They had the
Now they're
footage of
saying
it.
it's for sure.
They had the footage of it.
Yeah.
Because this is what happened. Okay, a guy
They've
chased it.
had it. This is 16-year-old footage almost now.
The guy chased it, and the guy that chases it, okay, you can watch him. He goes on to Joe Rogan. He has an episode with Joe Rogan, and he talks about how they chase this thing.
Yeah.
And they talk about the Tic Tac story, about the Tic Tac. So picture a ship that looks, or a craft that looks like a Tic Tac. You know those things you eat?
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
crazy.
Or is it like a Tic Tac toe?
Independence Day.
So,
Yeah,
anyways,
Independence.
so this thing was, they were observing it for like hours. They sent people out there to see what the hell it was. It was up at like whatever, 100,000 feet, 80,000. I don't know what it was, the number. It was up at like 80,000 feet, and then within one turn of the radar, it dropped all the way down to like a meter above sea level within less than a second, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
And they
It was
sat
pretty
there and
crazy.
watched
The maneuvers it was making was unbelievable.
And the people who witnessed this are not your average Joe Blows, bro. These guys are military personnel.
Those fighter pilots, man.
They're
These guys are
experts.
fighter pilots trying to follow it and watching it. They're
Do you know
watching it
do you know what the guy's
their
name
feet.
was that chased it? Do you?
No. I don't remember.
Michael Kramer? Is it Kramer or something like that?
can't remember. I remember they interviewed the pilots and they interviewed the radar operator at that time. And he said, the radar operator said somebody came down from up above.
David Fravor is his name. David Fravor.
David Fravor?
Yeah, David Fravor. You guys got to look at Chia. You got to watch this guy's interviews on the Joe Rogan show and on Lex Fridman. So this guy followed. So he was the guy that followed this spacecraft and said like it just disappeared. Basically, it just.
Yeah.
So, Sonny, back to you.
Yeah, bud. I'm listening.
Back to you. Come on, man. You're gonna tell me these guys are just making this stuff up out of nowhere, lying. This is all for lies.
Not, man. No, I believe these guys.
I believe them too.
It, man.
I believe them.
Me? And that's only the ones that are able to interview. How many people are scared to talk about it?
Oh, for terrified.
How many people are afraid to talk about it?
Yeah.
How many people are afraid of being shunned or of being fired? Or being, something wrong in their records because they're talking about it. How many people, what? 99% of the people don't say a word. Remember that. 99% of the people don't say anything about it.
Did you?
What's his name again? David what?
Fravor. David Fravor. Did you, Sonny, did you watch that video that I pulled up on your YouTube when I was there? That Charles Hall guy about the tall whites?
Of course.
You watched it?
That's nuts, yes.
Okay, tell Chia what it is.
Oh my God! About the guy he worked for the military when he was younger, and there was an area. There's not just an area 51. There's an area 52, 53, 54. There's an area called Dreamland.
Yeah.
Where they allow them to come. There's an area for them to come, bring their ships. Fix them just like a Canadian Tire, I guess, a shop. They have their own people here working on their ships. They stay down here for 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
They bring their families. They can bring their and they're called tall whites.
They're like humans.
What?
They look like humanoids. They're humanoid creatures. They're called tall whites. They're a little bigger than us, though. They get to be about 7 feet tall.
They live about 800 years. You know how we live 100 years about?
And this guy, I don't know why this guy, Charles Hall, has so much credibility, but apparently he's done like a lie detection test numerous times.
He's passed it.
He's passed it, and he's been
on the news. He's been on the news. He's been on TVs for 20 years, bro.
Because they gave him the okay to talk about it.
Wow.
The whites, they gave him the okay. Said we don't care. We don't care. You're one of the very few people that's been allowed to live among us and be among us, and we don't care what you say. We don't care. We don't care what your government tells you. We're giving you permission. If you want to say, you can say what you want.
Yeah.
But they're probably under the idea that, hey, who's gonna believe him anyways, right?
Right. Yeah. No, but you got to watch this though, Chia. I'm serious. Tonight, I want you to watch this. So tomorrow or next time we do this,
bring up, Chia. Bring up Charles Hall. Watch Charles Hall, and write this down and watch Bob Lazar.
Yeah.
And then next time you're on, we'll talk about it, man. And that way you'll have a little more information.
Okay, you're not escaping from me, though, Sonny.
It'll blow your mind. But.
You're not escaping from me, though, Sonny. Hold on a sec. This all comes back. David Fravor and Charles Hall and Bob Lazard.
Bob Lazard, that was it.
Bob Lazard, right. B-O-B and L-A-Z-A-R. Lazard.
Yeah, Lazard.
Lazard, I think. Lazard or Lazar, I don't know. Anyway, so hold on a sec, Sonny. Like I said, you're not escaping. This all comes back to how you said you didn't believe in the moon stuff, and you said you believe, you do or you don't believe that there's people somewhere in this universe, but you're like, how would we get to them? Bro, when we talk about that ship, okay, that the footage that you see that craft, and then when you talk about the Tic Tac story, that stuff doesn't have any propulsion system, no visible propulsion system, and it doesn't travel, the way we conventionally travel. So these guys
don't have. That's one thing we didn't.
Hold on a sec. So these guys have found a way to bend the way like they travel. They can just you get what I mean. So distance doesn't become an issue then. They can just go wherever they want. It doesn't matter. They just can go.
Right. But how do we know that's the truth? We don't, because there's so much information being thrown at us.
Right.
There's so much information being thrown at us.
Right.
They tell us the distances are so large that it would take 20, 30, 40,000 years to get to another star.
Stars. Don't even get me started with stars, man. Is it
Right?
normal? Is it normal
Let
to see?
let alone get out of our own galaxy.
Is it normal to see shooting stars every night?
Well, they say that it is, but who knows, man?
Bro,
who
I
knows?
see them every night.
knows?
Literally, almost every night. I sit on my balcony a lot. I spend a lot of time on my balcony, and I'm up high. I'm on like 16 floors, so I just have the whole sky, like the entire sky. And I see things all the time.
Awesome.
I see things all the time, Chia. I'm not kidding you. I see stars moving from one end to the other end. I see them go like this, stop, and then go back the other way. I see things flashing. And anybody I mention this stuff to will think I'm off my rockers. I'll be like, listen, have you ever stared at the sky for just a half hour? And nobody can say, nobody has done it.
That's Bob Lazar.
Bro, that's a
I
picture
have
from
him up
50
on
years
my
ago, man. Should have bring one up from how he looks now, currently. Guy bring his high school picture of.
I have him here. He's up here. Bob Lazar.
It's hilarious. That's hilarious.
His high school picture.
Oh, hey, listen, have you watched the Alien interview?
The what?
The Alien interviews, the 3 parts, part 1, 2, and 3.
The alien interviews?
Yes.
No.
Hold on a second. What?
Bring it up. S-Dot, bring it up.
What do you
Alien
mean?
Interviews, part 1, 2, and 3. There's 3 parts to it.
What do you mean alien interviews?
Just type in alien interviews and you'll see.
Into what? YouTube?
Into YouTube, yes.
Okay, bro. I feel like a complete idiot doing this.
If you haven't seen this, bud, then I don't know, there's something wrong with you.
What? Okay, I typed an alien interview.
Alien interviews. Hold on a second. Alien interviews, part 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, so I'm gonna just put part 1 and see what pops up. Nothing pops up, bro. That says that. Oh, is it 2 people sitting there and just talking?
You'll see a picture of an alien and a guy asking it questions.
To a girl. A guy asking a question to a girl.
A guy asking questions to
No, he said an alien, bro.
Okay, no, I don't know. You're going to have to send me this stuff, and the next time I'll bring it up. Because it's not popping up for me. I just see a guy and a girl. Because that's what I was saying. What the hell are you talking about, bro? An alien interview. So what are you trying to tell me? That they have footage of on YouTube of interviewing an alien?
Buddy, listen, if you're into this stuff and you haven't watched it, then I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. You haven't watched it for a couple of years.
Bro, I don't think... Come on, man. Send me the link. Put it in the
Been up
Skype.
for a couple of years.
Put it in the Skype chat. Put it in the Skype chat.
Hold on. I'm going to find it right now.
No, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. But the tall white thing scared the hell out of me, man. It scared the hell out of me.
Now.
So supposedly, Chia, these tall whites, supposedly they've been coming to Earth since the 60s or 50s, communicating with the American government. They come, they ask for things like mushrooms and carrots. I don't know. They exchange ideas. They talk. I'm not kidding you, bro. They talk.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I know. I'm saying they
funny,
talk.
but
No,
you're
I know.
saying-
Oh, believe me. Wait until you watch it.
Carrots.
In the beginning, I was so like, yeah. And then after I watched it, I was like, looks like a film from the 1950s.
It is from the 1950s.
Oh, it's a movie?
It's a movie. Is that supposed to be
It's a
real?
video clip it's an actual video clip from Project Blue Book.
Oh yeah, right. You don't know. I know about that Project Blue Book and Blue Beam. But you don't know if you can believe that, bro. That's probably either been debunked.
Just listen to this, man. You gotta listen. Bring in Alien Interview Project Blue Book. Alien Interview Part 1, Project Blue Book.
Okay, hold on. Okay, anyways, this is.
I can't hear it. I can't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, we'll watch it. You'll send us the link and we'll watch
Listen
it.
to me.
So
Project Blue Book, Alien Interview Project Blue Book, Part 1. It says here exactly Alien Interview Part 1, Project Blue Book. Type it in.
Okay, so look, anyways, we'll watch it. Send us the link. We'll watch it later tonight. So look, so Chia, so these tall whites come here. Supposedly, they come here, they study us. We're studying them. They exchange. Supposedly, this is how we've been getting all our technology. And they're the ones who have been showing us everything.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm. You know, that's where sometimes I question. I'm like, yo, how did?
When you really think of it, bro.
Like,
if you would have showed someone, I mentioned this the other day. If you had showed somebody from the 1920s or 30s this iPhone, they think it's magic, bro. They think it's alien-like. They go, what the hell is that? This guy's doing witchcraft. That's what they think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If you start telling them, yo, I can be all the way in the other, I could be in a completely different continent. I could be in Africa, and you can see me in HD. You can hear my voice and you can see the sweat on my forehead. They'd call you crazy. They'd call you crazy. Yeah. If I'd tell somebody from the 1930s, yeah, there's going to be a thing called Facebook. You're going to add all these people, and girls are going to be whoring it out on the gram, and you're going to be seeing your family all over the. They'd be like, what is this, right?
100%.
But when you really think of it, cars.
How did we come up with it?
These computers. Who makes? You know, one thing I used to question myself. I used to say, okay, you know, computer programs. You know, like audio programs, whatever, all these programs, painting programs, Photoshop, all this. I'm like, who invents the programs for the programs? Like, who designs this stuff? Where do they start? What do they know what to start with? The light bulb.
They start with coding.
Look, we know how it works. Obviously, we know how it works. But, like, how did they know
how? Exactly.
Like, okay, trial and error. I get it. Trial and error. They're going to try things. They're going to fail. They're going to keep trying over and over again. I get it. But there's some things like this screen I'm looking at, these computer screens I'm looking at. What, they tried every single thing on this world until they found it? You know what I mean?
I know.
And there's only, look at what this world is. Look at what this world is. Just look at it. The world consists of a few things, bro. Water, ground, rock. What else?
Air.
Flower,
air.
like grass or something like that. Air, like how everything we have in this world. Think of it. Everything in your house that you own.
5 elements.
Everything you own was made from this planet. This phone, our shirts, what we smoke, what we drink, the medicine we take, these computers, your bed, like everything we have is from this planet, bro. Was made from materials on this planet. Isn't that just? That's not incredible, bro. That's mind blowing.
A little bit.
We literally have everything, bro. We live comfortable lives, bro. Sonny, we live comfortable lives.
You think so?
Well, come on, bro. You're sitting on a couch right now looking at an iPhone, eating food, talking to us on the internet through this invisible thing called the internet. And we're all sitting here. And then after this show, I'm going to upload this to this invisible internet, and people are with their phones are going to pull it out of the sky. Huh?
You think you have free will? What's your idea of free will? Going to McDonald's and picking a Big Mac or a quarter pounder?
Well,
driving a yellow car or
it's a good place to start.
Is that your idea of free will?
It's a good place to start.
Is that your idea of free will?
It's a good place to start. Being able to choose what to do, what to eat, where to go. It's a good place to start.
You can do that in China and Russia too.
No, some places you can't.
Yeah, in Russia and China, you can go to McDonald's. Still, yeah, you can. Now you can. These days you can.
I know. Yeah, these days you can. But there's places in you know, what I mean, little villages in Africa and things. They don't have a freaking McDonald's and.
Bro, we got it good.
But I'm saying,
bro.
You know what? I'll tell you what, man. You know how many times I've thought about leaving here and going back to our village in Lebanon?
I'd love it, but I'd hate it at the same time, bro.
No, I think I could do it, man.
I love it, but when I was there last year, bro, I loved everything about it. I loved the food. It was relaxing. Don't get me wrong. I'd go there right now if I
You
could.
didn't have the convenience.
The internet is what bothered me.
You didn't have 24 hours Wi-Fi.
That's what bothered me. Not just 24 hours Wi-Fi. It wouldn't even work for 2 hours. It wouldn't even work for a couple hours, bro. It would work for 5 minutes and then go out for a half hour and then work for another 5 minutes and go. It drove me insane.
Man, who cares? Man?
What do you mean? Who cares? It's what we live.
That's what's destroying the fabric of our freaking society.
Yeah, bro. But
yo,
hold on a sec.
Dilemma?
Hold on a sec. So you're telling me when you're back home? I was
gonna say that.
So you're telling me when you're back home, you don't want to sit and watch the shows you want to watch? I can't do that with TV. I can't do that with TV.
Listen,
I watch YouTube. I want to watch the people I like.
You can go on YouTube in Lebanon. Why not?
Bro, I'm telling you, I was using the internet there. It worked for 5 minutes. Go out for 5 hours.
I can get you 24 hours Wi-Fi when you go to Lebanon.
Then I'd live there forever. 24
hours Wi-Fi.
I know in Beirut it's fine, but in the villages, bro, it sucks. The internet sucks.
No. I get it for you in the villages. It's a pirate way of getting it, but you can get it.
Yeah, that's the only thing that drove me nuts. I'd sit down to watch something. It'd work for 2 minutes, not work for an hour.
Social Dilemma. You seen Chia? You've seen the Social Dilemma?
Yeah, I just watched it like a week and a half ago.
Did you? Have you watched it, Estat?
No.
The Social Dilemma. I want you to watch it. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, you should watch that one. That one.
This is why
the
things that are happening these days to our society.
Oh yeah. So back to what we were saying. Free will. Yeah, bro. I think we have a good amount of being able. I know we're still slaves, bro. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
They just changed the terminology. Employee. You're still a slave. Don't get it twisted. You don't work. You're not gonna eat. If you don't work,
give you a couple dollars instead.
Yeah, that's it. They'll give you $30 and they shut you up.
Yeah.
Then you're working for somebody else. That's one thing I hate about the school system here. Growing up in school, they don't teach people to be entrepreneurs, man. It's like they teach people to work for people. They teach you to be a good employee, not a good boss.
Yeah, they don't even teach you that. They teach you 4 + 4.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, come on.
You know what? Now that I'm
Teach
looking back
some
at
life
it,
skills, some savings, some. You know what I mean?
You know what? Now that I'm looking back at it, I don't think I learned anything I learned in school that I use in real life other than math, like a little bit of basic math.
Pretty much, yeah.
All this other stuff they taught us, like the history is so fake. Like, yeah, some of it's true, but like the winners write the history. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they wrote their own history, and I don't know. Please tell me something you learned in school that you use in everyday life other than math.
That's pretty much it.
That's about it.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much
to socialize. You know what I mean? That was about it. That's what
it was good for. It was good for friends to go there, have fun, talk to girls.
And that's pretty much it. It was just to, learn some mathematics.
Okay, well, we're floating off topic. Back to the free will thing. So yeah, bro, I think we got it good. What about you, Chia? I think we're lucky, man.
Compared to any place else, yeah.
I mean, what other country can we just wake up?
For God's sakes, weed's legal here now. Weed's legal.
Yeah. You can go to the store and
pick up an eighth.
Yeah.
Really?
That's it.
What's it look
they
like
charge
now when you watch the news? What's it look like when you're seeing everything that's going down with the protest? You look like you got stormtroopers smashing out their own citizens because they're protesting, like quietly. And then when the cops come dressed up as stormtroopers, that's what intimidates people. That's what gets people going.
The uniform.
That's free will. They're beating the crap out of people that are protesting, man. That's free will.
No, it's not. Well, bro, we have issues. Obviously, there's issues, and that's you know what?
It's sad, man. It is very sad. It's very sad. Everything that's going on right now, it's really.
I want to
really
get
sad.
into that. We'll get into that on a future. Maybe the next time we do this, I want to get into the whole George Floyd, the protests that took place. I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe that the police were in most towns were told to stand down, let them loot. Excuse me, and let them. That blew my mind. I couldn't believe what was going on.
Well, it was the only guy that was saying anything was Trump.
Cop.
Trump was saying. Trump was the one, getting the governors and the
to do something. He's like, you guys better do something about it, or else we're gonna send in the National Guard, start smashing heads.
Yeah, when the looting starts, the shooting starts. That was
when the looting
thing.
starts, the shooting starts. That's what started everything, man.
Yeah.
Right there. What kind of president talks to his people like that? What kind of president? What kind of president threatens his people like that?
I know.
Donkey.
Well,
he is a
donkey.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You know what, guys? I'm gonna get some of your last words. I think we've been on for an hour and 5 minutes. I think that's perfect for now. Is there any?
Yes.
Sure.
We're gonna do this again. Chia, thanks for joining us, bro.
Chia. Yes, man. Thanks for coming on, bud.
Yo, it was my pleasure.
We'll see you again. You gonna come on again? Okay, yes, brother. That's
definitely.
Awesome, man.
Thank you, Chia.
Sorry I couldn't come on the last time.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. It's okay, brother, man. Come on again for sure. Good talk, fellas. Good talk.
Sonny, thank
Listen,
you as
I got
always.
some advice for you guys. When the winter comes, don't eat yellow snow, okay?
Don't eat yellow snow. I got a tip.
He gave us advice on the last show. He's like, don't eat yellow snow. It's the best advice I can give you. I'm like, this guy.
Okay.
Man.
That's hilarious.
All right, guys.
Okay, thank you, Sonny.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chia. Hold on a sec. Let me get a round of applause for you guys. Guys, hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if you guys think we're crazy. Let me know what you think of Sonny and his free will. Let me know what you think of Bob Lazard, Elon Musk, all these jabronis. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get all notifications. We will be back hopefully within the next couple of days with another one. Until next time, thank you all for joining me. Peace.
Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the S.Show.